Morning everyone, Bob here, and welcome to 10 exercises to fight COVID. Yes, it's Boxing Day. Here in Ontario, that means lockdown or lock-up day. And it doesn't mean you have to stay in your house. It means that you should stay away from other people as much as you can. But why not, while we're doing that, increase our immune system by doing these 10 exercises. Number one is the push-up. We get ourselves in the table position. We might do a few cow cats to warm up our low back. And yes, the push-up is a low back strengthening exercise. So now I'm going to curl my toes, lift my hips up off the ground, straighten my legs, and I'm in a plank position. But I'm going to lower my body down and up, and lower it down and up, and lower it down and up. And this will be 4, and this will be 5. Put my knees down, flatten out my toes, and that's the push-up. I'll show it to you from a different angle. So here I am. Let me move the mats a little bit. I'm in my kitchen. So I get into the table position. I do a cow, a cat, and a cow, and a cat, and a cow, and a cat to warm up my low back. Find neutral. Curl my toes, lift up my hips, and I'm in the plank position. Lower my body up, lower my body up. This is 3. There's 4. There's 5. Put my knees down, flatten my toes out, and I'm done. Number 2 is the bridge. It's a back bridge, and you'll know why. I'm going to start off by lying on my back with my legs shoulder width apart, my heels as close to my butt as I can get them, and my head on the floor with my arms at my side just resting there. When I'm ready, I'm going to do a pelvic tilt. That means I'm going to push my low back into the floor and then lift up my hips as high as I can get them so that my hips and my knees and my shoulders are in one straight diagonal line. The hard part is to get the hips up high enough so that the line is straight and it doesn't dip a little bit. Okay, so here I am, heels close to my glutes, relaxing my arms. When I'm ready, pelvic tilt, flatten the back, lift your hips up as high as you can get them. Hold them up there. I'm pushing my knees away. I'm using my quads, my hamstrings, my glute muscles to do this. That's why this is such a great exercise. So I've got my hips as high as I can get them. I'm breathing normally, maybe a few deep breaths here. I'm counting up to 10 and then I'm slowly lowering my low back, 1 vertebrae at a time, they say in yoga class, until my low back is touching and then I relax. Got that? Let's just do a few more together. So here I go. Up goes the hip, pelvic tilt, low back touches the floor, lift up my hips as high as I can get them. Nice straight line from my shoulders through my hips to my knees. Count 10 steamboats. Try to take a breath though, a substantial breath. Don't hold your breath. That's not a good idea. Okay, and then down I go very slowly until my low back touches, and then I relax and do the natural little bit of a dip in my back there. Here I go again, pelvic tilt, up to go with the hips, as high as I can. I'm up there and I'm holding it and I'm breathing. Nice straight line from knee through hips to shoulders. That's 10. Down I go slowly and relax. The natural curve comes back. Now that's only 3. You can do a few more. But let's move on to number 3. Exercise number 3 is the squat. So I've decided to sit on the couch that I use to watch TV. Notice my feet are shoulder width apart. I'm sitting up as tall as I can by doing a pelvic tilt, which pushes my torso up. I have to think about my head too, because sometimes, because I'm always slouched over, well, I'm not always slouched over, but I feel like I am, I'm going to pretend somebody's pulling the top of my head up, and I'm going to put my chin back into my neck so that my ears are above my shoulders. Pelvic tilt, legs apart. You ready to go? All we're going to do is stand up. I might disappear from the neck up, but I'm up there, okay? And I'm not sticking my tongue out at you when I'm up there. I'm just going to stand up and sit back down. Notice what I did with my hands? I reached for the chair or the couch to make sure it was there. Sit up tall. I'm not pushing off though. I'm going to use my body and stand up and sit down. Up and sit down. My legs don't move other than bending. They don't come apart. My feet are still stuck to the mat in front of my couch. Here I go. And you can have a rest in between. Just make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Posture is perfect. And then get up. And up. Why not do 10? Maybe 20. But rest in between if you need to. That's the chair squat or the couch squat. Exercise number 4 is the single leg balance. Here I am standing at my back door, looking out in my yard, seeing if there's any birds at my feeders. I've got lots of things to hold on to if I really need anything. But I would like you to try this without touching anything. Just stand in neutral, nice and tall, and when you're ready, choose the side you want to start with, because you have to do both legs. And you're going to lift, put the weight onto the foot that you're going to balance on, and you're going to lift the other foot off the ground. And if that's really shaky and you have to put it down, have a little rest, that's okay. But when you think you got it, you're not going to fall over, just lift your knee up and push your foot back. Lift your knee up and push your foot back, and lift your knee up and push your foot back. That's 3. Let's do 2 more. Up and back, up and back. Now, if you can do this without resting in between, I want you to lift your knee up and take it to the side and bring it back. Take it to the side and bring it back. Take it to the side and bring it back. Just 3 of them. And then, if you can, straighten the leg. Don't touch the floor with it. Just make circles. 1, 2, 3. And then the last thing, before you put the leg down to have a little rest, you're going to take this bent leg and you're going to put it in front, put it behind. Front, behind, and front, behind. That's it. Pretty good, eh? So I'm going to turn and face you this time. Now I'm going to balance on my left side here. See, left side. And that's my bad leg. When I say that, I had an operation on my meniscus around the outside of my knee years ago. So it's always been a little bit weak. So when I'm ready, shift the weight to that leg, lift the foot off the floor. See if this is going to work. I think I can do it. I don't think I have to come down like this and rest, readjust. I think I can just get my leg up, ready to go. Up, push the foot back. Knee up, push the foot back. Knee up, push the foot back. Knee up, to the side, to the side, to the side. Circles. 1, 2, doesn't matter which way. 3. And in front, 1, behind. 2, behind. 3, behind. Done. So that's another way of doing the single leg balance 30-second hold, which would be you'd lift your leg up and you just stand there, put the leg anywhere you want to put it for 30 seconds and try not to move. You could. And then do the other side. Okay. Number 5 is the lunge. You've done this before. Let's just review a little bit. Take one leg and put it out in front. Your legs are apart. Push your foot back a little bit, this back leg here, and get up on the balls of your feet. But make sure that you're in perfect posture otherwise with your torso. So you know your head's nice and tall, your chin's tucked into your neck, right? Your shoulders are down and relaxed. and your shoulders are over your hips. And so when you go down with the back leg, bending with the knee, you don't have to touch the floor like that and come back up. You can go down just a little bit and come back up. And this knee at the front, it's bending too. The leg's bending at the knee there. Make sure the knee is over the middle of your foot. Look down and go, yep, that's the middle of my foot. I don't want the knee over that way or over that way. Right over the middle of your foot. So let's just do 1, 2, 3. Let's try the other side. So it's a balance exercise, but it's also a strength exercise for most of your body muscles. Right, just holding it here is tricky. I'm up on the balls of my feet at the back. I'm trying to get my perfect posture here, keeping this front knee over the middle of the foot. Yes, I'm going to bend the back leg at the knee and go down, maybe to the ground, maybe just back up a little bit. Here's number 2 already. 3. Back to the other side. Good work. So, remember, we've talked about this before. We might as well do something with the upper part of our body while we do the lower part of our body. So we're going to tuck our elbows into our obliques, our sides, and glue them there. And then we're going to get our arms straight. And as we go down, we're going to do a little bicep. There's the bicep. We're going to do a little bicep curl. Right? There's 2. There's 3. Take your time. Perfect form. Other side. Now, instead of doing the bicep, let's do the triceps. So that means our elbows are going to be high and we're going to straighten our arms as we go down. So elbows up. So we're going down and we're pushing back with our fists. Let's just do 2 more. And last 1, 2. That's a tricep kickback along with the lunge. Good work. Exercise number 6 is a back arch. So you need a wall of some sort. I'll use my cupboards here. I'm just going to stand in neutral, legs shoulder width apart, nice and tall, great posture. Arms are at my sides, and my hands are, palms are facing in with my thumbs out in the front. And so I'm going to slowly raise my arms up, 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 keeping them as straight as possible and as close to my body as I can get. And up, 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 up. And when they get to about here, eye level, I'm going to watch my hands as I go all the way up to the top. And then come back down slowly. So when I get to here, I can stop watching my hands because they're just going to go down there, and that's no big deal. But why the wall? Well, so I'm going to go back right up into the wall here, and I'm still standing at attention. And as I come up, 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 check out my hands, my thumbs. Here I go, as my head goes back, and I touch my finger thumbnails to the cupboard or the wall, and go 3, 2, 1, and then I come away from the wall just a little bit, and then go back when I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, and then I come up, have a rest out here, and the arch happens right there. 3, 2, 1, and slowly come all the way down until I can see that, oh, that's good, and down it comes. Now, the second time we do it, after we get up there, we're going to do 3 of them, but the second time we do it, we're going to come out a little bit from the wall. So that means to touch these thumbnails to the cupboard or the wall with those straight arms, you're going to have to arch a little bit more. So let's just, here we go. So we slowly raise our arms, straight arms out in front. Where are they? There they are. I'm going to watch my thumbnails. Here I go. Arch my back. Be careful, be careful. Where's the wall? There it is. Good. Rest into the wall. About a 3 count. Rest into the wall. 3, 2, 1, and all the way back down come the arms. The wall arch. The back wall arch. Call it whatever you want. But that's how you do it. So yours might be stuck up to your cupboard. There it is, right? Farther out, the harder it is. Be careful, it's your back. You don't want to screw the back up. Not while we're having the COVID lockup. Number 7, the 90-90. Yes, I'm down on the floor. You could be on a carpet, you can be on the floor, it doesn't matter. The 90-90. So I have to sit with my legs in 90 degrees at the joint. So they're both, you can see, both bent. This one here that's kind of out in front, let me turn this way so you can see this is where I call the front, where the knee is. Doesn't matter. As long as it's bent and it's 90 degrees here behind the knee and 90 degrees at the ankle. Your foot's flexed, so it's 90. Same with this leg. It's 90 degrees behind the knee and 90 degrees at the ankle. All right? And this could be the front. But that's exercise number 2. Exercise number 1 is to leave everything where it is. Try to get this knee down on the floor and get that knee down on the floor. And then I want you to turn away from your body and put your forearms, I'll turn this way, your forearms down. And go 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Take your collarbone and present it to the knee. 3, 2, 1. That's as far as I can go. And then the last and third part to this 90-90 is to hold on to your ankle, push the knee down at the front, and lift the back knee up. It looks like this. Push the knee down, lift it up. 1, 2, 3. You might say, yeah, but Robert, you didn't get that knee down. See, there's a space there. Well, that's because my hips need a little bit more work, right? Yours is probably flat like that. You're holding onto the ankle and you're lifting this one up. 1, 2, 3, right? When you're ready to do the other side, flip around, get yourself in the 90-90. 90 degrees at the knee, 90 degrees at the ankle, this side too. Right, good. Get this knee down on the floor. Keep that one on the floor. Come around and rest on your forearms. 3, 2, 1. Part 2. You ready? Breastbone, inside of the knee there, thigh. 3, 2, 1. A lot of people bend their head so that they can get their body lower. They think the chin. No, it's this part that's touching the knee. Well, not for me, but maybe for you. 3, 2, 1. Then you're holding on to your ankle, pushing the knee down at the front, lifting this up and go 3, 2, 1. Number 8 is the backyard swing. So my feet are flat, my legs are shoulder width apart. I put my arms nice and straight out behind me, palms flat, because I'm going to lift my hips up and push my knees away like this until I get my hips as high as I can, my head back, and then I'm going to swing forward, but don't touch the ground. And don't touch the ground. Good, just 3 of those. Let me try it this way so you can see. Okay, so I'm really pushing down with my hands, pushing down with my feet, pushing my knees that way, lifting my hips up, and here I go. Get up as high as you can, come down, don't touch your bum, swing back up, and last time swing back up. The backyard swing. Have fun with that one. Number 9 is called the dislocate. The dislocate. You're going to dislocate your shoulders just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to use my garden pole here. If you don't have a garden pole, use a broom handle or maybe some kind of a yoga band or something that you can keep, maybe even a skipping rope. But it has to be taut. It has to be straight and tight. And this is already taut. So I'm going to hold on to it as wide as I can. And I'm going to have it in front of me, right about chest height, and I'm going to lift it up, shorten my grip a little bit, lift it up over my head and down a little bit, just to warm up my shoulders. You don't want to do the dislocate unless your shoulders are warmed up a little bit. And as I come up, I'm going to go past my head a little bit, so my arms are back here, but notice they're very straight. My arms are very straight. Go past the top of my head, back here. My arms are still very straight and down. I'm starting to dislocate. Yes, I am. I'm holding on to the stick here, nice straight stick. And as I get warmer in my shoulders, I lower my hands and my arms further down in my back. So I'm up here, chest height. I lift my stick up over my head, and maybe after I've warmed up a little bit, I can go, I can go down to maybe my low back. That's where I want to go. So I come over to the front, and then down the back to maybe my low back. Don't let go of the stick. So how many have we done? Maybe 10? Not quite. Dislocate. Dislocate. Now, if you don't warm up those shoulders, if you haven't done a lot of this stuff, and this stuff, and this stuff with your shoulders, and maybe all the way around, you're not going to be ready for the dislocate. You got to be very careful. Okay? So that's the dislocate. Wide grip, chest height, up to the top of your head. You're warmed up, all the way over, all the way back down the other side, touch your low back, and all the way around. We just finished the dislocate. Number 10, we're going to finish off with the swim. So our shoulders are warm, so we're just going to do a front crawl. So we're in the water at the pool, it's warm, or maybe we're at the ocean, the seaside, some lake somewhere, and we're swimming and enjoying every last minute of this. But of course, when you swim and your head's down in the water, you got to take a breath. So we're going to, as we come around, we look to the side and breathe. 2, 3. Other side. Breathe. 2, 3. Breathe. 2, 3. Take a breath. 2, 3. We're almost at 10. Breathe. 2, 3. We're swimming across Lake Ontario. 2, 3. Remember Marilyn Bell, I think in the 50s, 2. Don't forget the breath. So you're kind of rolling your shoulders as you lift your head out of the water to take that breath. Let's swim. But don't forget, we have to do the backstroke going back. So let's go up with one arm and up with the other. And I'm rolling my shoulders again. I'm not standing here like this doing them. I'm rolling my shoulders, reaching nice and high, stretching it through the sides of my body, all those important muscles down there. And I'm backstroking. My hands are scooping the water and pushing it away. I'm kicking my feet any way I like. I'm backstroking. So we did the front crawl, and now we're backstroking all the way back. I think that's far enough. Let's finish off with the breaststroke. So I'm going to put my feet together. You can't see, but it doesn't matter. My feet are together. I'm standing at attention. I'm going to reach way out as I bend my legs a little bit and bring my knees together. I reach way out and come back at 90 degrees at the elbows. Come back this way. So I push. Good work. Push the water. Pull the water. It's a push-pull. Remember the big 5? The push-pull is in there, and this is a push-pull, working those shoulders. But I call it the breaststroke. So you breathe. Blow out on the exertion right there. Breathe in. Blow out. Breathe in. Some people go like this, but this is the more efficient way to do the breaststroke. So blow out. Breathe in. My knees are together, doing a little squat while I do the breaststroke. And 2 more, and then I'm done swimming on the lake or the ocean or in the pool. Last one. Good. Remember, coming back, my arms are like this, not like this. I'm pulling them back like this. That's the 10th one and the last one. Those are 10 great exercises that you can do every day. Do 3 of each, do 5 of each, do 10 of each, whatever you have time for. You're going to get to enjoy those. You'll be getting really good at it. Your immune system will get better, and you'll fight that COVID. Have fun.